Oh, what a morning. Oh, good morning guys, and welcome back. And this is the first time you're tuning in. This is me waking up on day 2 of the West Island Way on the Isle of Bute. I had a cracking night's sleep last night. I probably still feel tired and look tired. I always do after sleeping in a tent. The temperature got down to, well, my watch is reading 4 degrees inside the tent. I was lovely and warm. I had to go out through the night, and I did notice there was a frost on the tent. So yeah, all I need to do now is get out the sleeping bag, the dreaded getting out of the sleeping bag in the morning, get my breakfast on, and while that's happening I will get myself ready and have breakfast and then pack everything away and set off on the 15 miles that's ahead of me. Well guys, that is me up in admin. I've had my breakfast, I've had a coffee, packed everything away. It's now 7:30. I spent a wee bit longer in bed than I wanted to, but it's too comfy. That sleeping bag is really comfy. As I say, packed everything away, leave no trace as always. Take all your rubbish. Mine is all top flaps, so the first bin that I see I'll be going into. And I'm just going to start heading off now. It's 7:45 now. I've only been going for like 15 minutes, and as predicted I can see over to Arran and it's starting to disappear behind this haze of rain, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the first front that I see. I can also feel the cold wind coming in, so batten down the hatches. I'm about to get wet. I'm just about to head off the road now onto the track. As you can see with the way markers pointing me. As I said before, this path's really well marked. The way markers are really good. I was hoping to see that old school building that I saw the last time, but it's completely gone. It's been absolutely demolished. This here, excuse me, this here used to be an absolutely stunning old ruin or an old school building. Like I say, last time I was up here it was all boarded up and everything, but now it's completely gone. It's actually quite sad. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, pressing on. As you can see, the rain is coming on now. I'm just doing a wee bit of road walking. There's only a short part here, it's about 100 metres, and I'm now heading down towards Loch Fad trout fishery. So when you get to this bit, the road splits, a Y split. You just need to be careful of the traffic, obviously. Alright, don't wave then. So yeah, as the road splits, just head down here towards the Loch Fad trout fishery. Whoever driving that tractor trailer thing, that was just rude, not waving. Notice how I gave my telling off when he's half a mile away. I'm not daft. The last time I came down here it was a really sunny day, and there was a couple of guys out on the boat, and I actually saw one of them with a fish on the line. And there's a couple of guys over here with a barbecue and everything. Completely different from what it is this morning. This is Loch Fad, which means in Gaelic long loch.
but as you can see right the way up it. It is a fair distance. I don't know the actual length of it, but I do know that Douglas Campbell, a guy who set water speed records using the Bluebird powerboat way back in the 50s and 60s, I think it was. After he passed away during a crash down at Coniston Water in England, I think it was back in the 70s, they managed to raise the boat fairly recently, and they repaired it and actually used Loch Fad to trial it again. So just shows you it's obviously a clear enough line through the loch to run a powerboat for a world speed record. I'm now up at this field, and the path goes up here, hits that big copse of trees, and then turns a right, and you head up following that tree line away up to the top, and then you cross a little road, and then you're back onto the track again. Last time I was here, and I watched years ago Hounds of Howgate when he done the West Highland Way, or sorry, the West Island Way. He came down through this field and he had to actually jump that tree line to get away from the herd of cow that were in here, because they all kind of rushed them, and he had to get himself over there with the dog and everything. So when I came down the last time, there was a load of cows in here, and as soon as they saw me, they all herded up towards me. Obviously I don't know what they were doing because there was no young, so it just must have been the way they were acting. But I had to go up towards that house away in the distance, cut down the field, and then double back all the way along that track. And I've had a good look around, and there isn't any cows in the field today, so I'm going for it. So coming up there, straight through the field, was a lot easier. All I've got to do now is literally cross this road and we're back on this track. I can feel the wind picking up, and yeah, that was another reason why I've done this walk today. As I say, the winds are picking up, and when I was planning what I was going to do on these days off, I looked at doing some of the Munros, but the weather forecast for today was like 45 to 55 mile/hour winds. So my intention was to go up, get a couple of Munros done, maybe have a summit camp. But looking at the forecast for them for this morning, I didn't want to be up there at 50 mile/hour winds. Down here it's about 20, 25, so I can handle that, plus everything's packed away. I'm not going to get blown off a mountain. Much safer option. We've got a friendly doggy here. Hello. Hello. Oh, big guy. You coming to walk? What I like, he's obviously got all this ground just to wander about and do what he wants. That's a dream. See you later. That's me at the Skulag in Burgadale Point. It sits about 127 metres high. I'm now starting to get that wind, that westerly winds. I was being protected with a hill behind me, but I'm now going to have that in my face. I can see where I've got to go and the distance I've got. I'm probably just over halfway at this point, so what I'm going to do is sit down on that wee bench, get my feet a wee dry for a wee 5 minutes, get a fresh pair of socks on because I feel that I need them, and press on. But yeah, making good time. That's 10 past 10, so that's been 2 hours and 40 minutes I've been walking, just over halfway. So I've obviously pushed on a lot faster than I thought I was going to. But yeah, get my kit admin now while it's dry, and push on, and I should end up just where that little white house is. So around this land here and finish there. Whew. Absolutely gorgeous, so gorgeous. It's amazing the difference a wee 5 or 10 minutes just of foot admin, getting everything changed up, increases you the way you feel and your performance a little bit. That's what I've done, just spent a wee 5-10 minutes on that bench, and now I'm heading off to my next main point, which is Stravanon Bay. It's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, so that's my next focus point. And yeah, I'll bring you back when I'm down there. This is me now coming on to Stravanon Bay. I remember last time, obviously, when I was coming up, you go up that farmer's track, but coming down at this time, it was really boggy and dirty, full of like cattle manure and silage and everything like that. But you just got to plod on through it. It's not that deep, but obviously you need to think about it. It's notable. But yeah, once you're down through that, a couple of 100 metres, you're down onto the bay. You cut across here and then we'll swing a left or head east past the golf course. One thing that's keeping me going just now is I'm hoping that that tree swing that was there 3 years ago is still there. I'm wanting to get a shot on that again, but we'll see. And as always, Arran is the backdrop. I think they need a new flag. This is me now just cutting across the golf course. I'm starting to develop hot spots on the balls of my feet, so I'm just going to monitor that, taking a couple of ibuprofen just to try and take the edge off it. I'm hoping that's now 11:30, so that's what, 4 hours I've been walking, hopefully another 2.5 hours to go. So I just need to monitor my feet and make sure they don't get any worse. But as you come off Stravanon Bay, swinging through the golf course, now pick up the track and it will take me away from the coastline, and I'll now head in to do the Kilchattan Bay loop. Been bloody scuppered by the cows, they got me again. Just coming into this field and the path goes up here, right through where those cows are, and the farmers over here spreading muck. What I'm going to do is actually hop over this fence somehow, get onto that field and walk along there, and then hopefully cross back over here onto the path. So close. Bloody cows every time. I've had to come back down to the golf course, which is just behind me there, cross that little river because it's steep sided. I couldn't cross it anywhere up between here and the cows. I'm now in the field on the other side of that river, and I'm going to need to jump or get over this barbed wire fence to get past them cows. So I've managed to evade the cows. I'm now in that field there. But what I need to do now is go over this fence. I've finally got past the cows. Goodbye forever. Well, thank goodness that section's over. Between the cows and the ploughed field, that was a hindrance at the very least. But it's done now. It's been the only part of the walk, excuse me, that's been a bit tougher. This is obviously the work that's going on, But now I'm going to cross this road, head into the Kilchattan Bay woods and get this final section done. Not long to go now. It's amazing what a wee shot on a tree swing can do for your mood. That's me reached the high point now, and as you can see in the distance, Arran is gone. What a difference 2 minutes makes. I was literally getting up to the top of that hill. Excuse me. Literally getting up to the top of that hill, and it was sunshine and zero wind. I got to the top and I'm getting pelted with this rain and the wind. This is another reason why I stayed off the Munros, because this wind is meant to be out like say 50 mile an hour at the summits. I think my views for the day have gone. You can see down there, Stravanon Bay, that's where I've passed into, and then around all this, up here, down, and into where I am just now. So this is St. Polain's Church. It's the last real point of interest. It's absolutely stunning. Right, we'll have a quick look around and then I'm going to press on because we're going up round that way, up round there, and then the other side of the island. Hopefully get a bit of shelter from this wind and head back to the finish. There's tombstones over here that are just like I say, centuries old. It's just phenomenal that this is still standing. I can just make out a date on this, 1767. I've always liked this bit of the, oh, excuse me, twisty ankle. I've always liked this bit of the walk, even the last time, just this bay. As you can see, it's a proper bay. I mean, it just comes in here, and then you've got Glen Callum behind it. It's just an absolute stunning little bit of scenery. Oh, this would be a cracking spot to camp. It's a bit rocky, I'm sure you will find a spot, but this, with that there, would be an absolutely brilliant night's camping. Maybe in the summer when it's warmer weather, it might be an option. So that lighthouse behind me there is Roof a Ewan lighthouse, which basically translates into Bird Point lighthouse, or point of the bird point. There's not much left of the walk now. I've got about a mile left to go until I'm back at my finish, the official start point. So I'm going to press on with that and get up there, and then it's a case of just waiting for the bus to take me back to Rossi. As you can see, this side of the island is a lot more windier than the other side. The wind has changed. Earlier on it was coming in from the west, and now it's more like a southwesterly wind. So it's managed to swing around to get me. But what a day. Pushing on the final mile and back to the finish. That makes sense. Oh, I am tired. I'll see you up at the finish. I've got about 25 metres to go. this is the final push. Oh my days. Oh. Once we're at this billboard, that's us done. Oh. And it's done again. The West Island Way in reverse. Absolutely. And 14:59, so a minute to 3 o'clock. So that's taken me, what did we say, 7.5 hours. 7.5 hours. And it's done. I am pooped. What I was going to do is sit down and have a little bit of chat about the route and everything, but I think what to do is, because I've not got much memory left on the memory card, and just to get my thoughts and just chill out and just everything like that, I'll bring you back when I'm back at home with a nice cup of tea, and I'll quickly break down this route and I'll tell you the good points, bad points, and everything you need to watch out for this route. Now I've done it twice. It is actually really good. Oh, okay. I'll see you when I'm back home. I should really do one of those. I'm too tired.
Come on. Come on. Come on. So guys, welcome back, or welcome. I've just done the edit for the vlogs, so I know how long they are, so if you've watched this far, then thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've it's shown you another way to do the West Island Way. This is Harris. Just after I'd finished my last piece on the camera on the island, I actually phoned home just to let the missus know, that's me done, I'm getting ready to come home, and she told me there's a wee surprise when you get home, and this is him. This is Harris. He's a wee jackapoo. So obviously, you know, we've got a couple of Jack Russells, and now we've got this little guy. I'm pretty sure he'll be coming on walks with me in the future, but not just yet because he's only small. But yes, so the West Island Way, should you do it in reverse? 100%. Yeah, that's my advice. The reason for that is you're getting so many more views by travelling that way. It naturally lends itself to seeing the views. So as you're going north at the start, you're getting the Isle of Bute and Loch Stravanon, plus the hills that separate them. Obviously when you're in the forestry, you're going to get less views because of the trees, but that bit at the top has been taken away with the commercially, the forest deforestation that's happening, so that opens up the views there. And then I don't know why, but I just feel that coming south from that point, you've got more views constantly get adding in the background, if it's not hidden by rain or cloud or fog. But it just seems to lend itself better going from Port Bannatye around to Kilchattan Bay, or Kilchattan Bay, however you want to pronounce it. And that would be my advice. The only thing that you need to think about, or what you may encounter on this walk, is the livestock. As you've seen, I saw Hounds of Howgate. He encountered the cattle in that middle field just near Loch Fad. They weren't there when I was passing through this time. However, I then got the cattle down next to the Isle of Bute golf course, which weren't there the last time. So it's just, I think it's about your luck. You are going to have to cross agricultural land, and there's the odds that you're going to get some cattle in one of the fields. But yeah, it was a brilliant route. Highly recommend it to anybody to go and give it a try. Like you can see, you can do it over 2 days, so if you've got a weekend free or something, you can just go and do it. And I'll put all the travel details in the description below, so that the costing of ferries and parking and everything like that, and all the route links to the route bus timetables and routes, I'll put all that for you. But yeah, I hope that you have got something from that. I hope that it's not been too long a vlog. And if you have, give it a wee thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my outings in Scotland, then subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on a hill somewhere else. But yeah, that is a good look. Go and give it a try and comment below if you've done it or if you've got any questions, and I'll get back to you 100%. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you on another hill or an island.